Good morning and welcome to this live broadcast for Morning Motivation. I am MJ Lifestylist and I'm coming to you live from my home and studio in Bournemouth in the UK. As always, we begin our morning by asking you to pop on screen the 3 things that you are grateful for this morning, because when we start our morning in an attitude of gratitude, we start as we mean to go on. So when we are full of gratitude in the morning, it helps us to recognize and see the more things to be grateful for and puts us in a better frame of mind, body and spirit. Morning, Debbie Swindles, how are you? Morning, Claire Whitchurch, how are we this morning? Hopefully we are both well. So, morning motivation, inspiration and conversation for your day ahead. Hey, Shelley-Ann. So, excuse me, I still think I've got makeup residue from last night on my nose. So, pop on screen the 3 things that you are grateful for this morning. What 3 things are you grateful for this morning? Don't forget we're live on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. So if you do miss any of our broadcasts, you are able to catch up with them on YouTube on our channel MJ Lifestylist. We're live daily, Monday to Friday from 10 till 10:30 UK time. We're also doing our development group on a Tuesday night and our mediumship group on a Thursday night. Those are from 8 until 9:30 and are £5 per person per evening attended. You can get hold of me and I will set you up with the relevant details for those 2 different types of evenings that we have. And then also on a Sunday night we have our Psychic Sundays, and Psychic Sundays are really an opportunity to pull a card per person for the duration of the session. So we've got Debs here, Lisa here, sorry, Claire, Shelley-Ann. Right, Liz is grateful for her cup of tea, her friends, and her cooking progress. Amazing. I still need to see more photos. Hey, Adam, how are you? Grateful for creativity, love, and family. And Lucy's in the house. Morning all. Grateful for sleep, coffee, and Joe Wicks workout. Oh, never mind the workout, just Joe Wicks. It's Claire, my phone's dead. I'm grateful for my family, coffee, and my moisturizer. Oh, well, hello, Claire, posing as Lisa. Good morning. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Grateful for coffee, learning, and good friends. Yeah, I've had one coffee this morning. I had one little coffee this morning with my mids. Let's pull a card. Let's see where we go. So yeah, I've got a busy morning planned. I've got this session right now, and then I've got a reading afterwards, and that should take me. It's an 11 o'clock reading for a lady in Australia, so it should take me until about 12:30 to finish doing all of that, and then it's already afternoon time. And I'm teaching this evening. Grateful for the ability to keep on keeping on. Absolutely. For everyone in my life and my coffee. We're all loving the coffee. Joe Wicks, hell yeah. Yeah. Morning, Hannibella. Grateful for central heating. Yay. Is it on now? A lovely welcome home from Phoebe and a massive cup of tea. That is all really, really good. Right, ladies and gents, the first card we have today is a great card to start the morning on. It is, of course, the card called Strength. Card 44. 4 and 4 come to an 8. It shouldn't be reduced because it's actually one of the special numbers. Why is it a special number? Because it's a double digit of the same. So 44 is actually like an angel number. It's all about guarding, protecting, looking after us, etc. Now here we have a lady stepping from winter into spring, which would make sense for us in the UK right now. Anyone in the northern hemisphere of the world, this would make sense for. And the idea here is just stepping out of winter and stepping into spring, which is what we're about to do. come March, we would be stepping out of winter into spring. Strength here tells us that we're stronger than we believe ourselves to be, stronger than we believe ourselves to know, and that we are just able to do it with ease because we have this innate inner strength that we're not fully in control of or fully aware of. So it's a really good card to start off with. Of course, if we did reduce it down to an 8 would be an infinity symbol. If we turned 8 on its side, it would be the infinity symbol, and then the 8 would all be about prosperity and abundance. So how do we feel about prosperity and abundance? Do we feel that we're deserving of it? Do we feel entitled to it? Do we feel supported by it? And all of those things come to the fore where 8 is concerned and where infinity is concerned, and how we then move forward with that knowledge is entirely up to us, because things can either empower us or they can impale us. So let's hope that we move for the former, not for the latter. We want to be empowered, don't we? All of us. So, what hot topics are we going to be chatting about today? Growth. Amazing. Grateful for my little family, even though my husband is stuck in Australia and we have no idea when he will be back. Oh, bless you, Terry. Where are you if he's in Australia? The next tattoo is going to be the infinity symbol. Amazing. Tyrion, where are you? Are you back in South Africa? Because I thought you were in Dubai or somewhere. I love my black hoodie, my MJ hoodie, but Bella loves it too. And all I've got on it at the moment is little white fur hairs, little fur bits. And I love my dog dearly, but really? Oh, you're in New Zealand. Okay. So he's not that far away from you, but he's just at a distance, which isn't fun at all. Especially when you're separated like that. Grateful for seeing you, Coffee, and the gas man coming to fix my central heating first thing this morning. Amazing. Really, really amazing. So, yeah, we've got a gas, I don't even know what it is. Gas company is coming to check our connection or something on Friday. They're coming to service our boiler, check our boiler. I'm not sure. They've asked if they can come on Friday. I didn't see any harm, so I said yes. But apparently they've been sequestered, I suppose is the right word, by our landlord. So who knows what that's all about. Who knows? I don't know. Oh gosh. So, how are we all feeling today? Where are we all sitting energy-wise? We're on a Tuesday, so Tuesday's just coming into the weekend proper. Monday's sort of finding our feet. Tuesday we're kind of solidly into the week. So how do we feel on this Tuesday? How are we all feeling? Let's pick another card while you all take time to respond. If you haven't shared the 3 things that you're grateful for, go ahead, share the 3 things you're grateful for. Let's see what you pop up on screen. Let's have a bit of a chat. And how are we feeling this this morning? A gas boiler service needs to be done annually for safety. Yeah, they missed the memo on that. The first 4 years we were here, nothing was done. And then all of a sudden it got fixed. So that's why I'm confused, because it was recently, about 6 months ago, fixed and sorted and done. So I'm not sure why they have to come again, but okay. Jacqueline, good morning. How are you? How's France? We are looking forward to seeing you back in Bournemouth again soon. Back in Bournemouth. Yeah. I was thinking this morning, I wonder what we would all have done without gas. Would we still all be doing wood fires and wood, like wood heating? Would we still be doing those radiators that had the water in them, that were heated with the water. But that's also gas, isn't it? I'm a bit confused because in South Africa we don't have such things. Well, not to my knowledge. Look and feel absolutely dreadful. Fat and spotty, so time to grab myself by the scruff and get sorted. Now, Lucy, firstly, we're going to say be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can with the tools you've got. So, what does that mean? It means we don't always feel glamorous. We don't always feel empowered. Sometimes we just feel the way we feel. And that's okay. We need to give ourselves space to do that. Because if we get too aggressive with ourselves or too funny with ourselves, we're not really going to enjoy it, are we? So let's be gentle with ourselves. Maybe just start with one thing, Lucy. I mean, not at the moment because I've shaved it all off, but if I was feeling like that, feeling absolutely dreadful, fat and spotty, which is a feeling I've had, I would maybe go and have a nice long shower, put on some music, pull a brush through my hair, and then see how I feel after that. One thing at a time. Oh dear, that's good then that it's being done now. I've never believed that I was deserving of abundance since Ian died. Okay. However, I now realize that while Ian's life on earth is over, mine isn't. That's true, Liz, very true. It's taken me a long time to get to that place. I am very grateful to you for your help with that. You know, I will say this, my best friend, who's recently moved to England with his family now, at age 21, he lost his mother suddenly to cancer. Now, his father had been ill with cancer all along, but we suddenly lost his mom. And it was very, very sudden. And he was 21 when his mom died, and he got up in the church. So his mom had died the week before. A week after she died, we went to bury her. And he got up in the church, my friend, and he said, our lives are a gift from our parents to us. What we choose to do with our lives is our gift back to them. The following week, his father died. The week after that, we buried his father. So in 4 weeks, he'd lost both parents and buried both parents. It was the most surreal, horrific thing I've ever been part of in my life. Because it was like a deja vu funeral. Everybody that was at the first funeral was at the second one except his dad. And where his dad had sat at the mom's funeral, they left the space clear. The point, Liz, is, you know, your life with Ian was a gift. What you choose to do with your life now since Ian's passing is your gift back to him. And it's honoring the dead, it's honoring the departed, it's honoring those that have gone before us. It can work with our parents, it can work with our partners, it could even work with our children if we've lost our children. So it is a recipe, I suppose, that can transfer to any kind of relationship. You know, while that relationship is happening and going and doing and all of those things, it's a gift. But what we choose to do with that gift after it's over is is that legacy that's sort of being lived out, played out, and really sorted in a very good and positive way. So thank you for sharing that, Liz. Morning all, grateful for family, friends, and the French countryside. May I add, parents, you enjoy Châteauneuf du Pape. Parents, you enjoy Châteauneuf du Pape. I don't know what you mean. I know what that is. But spots and wrinkles. So I've got wrinkles, Liz. Lucy. I got wrinkles, honey. I got wrinkles. Did you not say a comment at the birth? Oh. Oh. Hold on, I'm jumping around everybody. Parents who enjoy Châteauneuf du Pape. Right, okay, I understand now. Hi Martin, hope you're okay. Isolation period's been extended. I know why, but I can't disclose the reason. just so distraught and wish I was at my mum's. My darling, you're in the best place for you at the moment, and we are here to support you and to chat to you and all of those things. So please look after yourself, Anne-Marie. I'm sorry that your isolation has been extended, but if it's any consolation to you, I've been in lockdown isolation since March. If I've left the house 5 times since March, it's a lot. I don't think I've been out of the house more than 5 times since March last year. So, just count your blessings, my darling. Dyed my hair yesterday. Loud music today. Oh, she's a rebel. She's a rebel without a cause. Thank you, MJ. Only a pleasure, my darling. Right. You deserve happiness and abundance, Liz. You're such a lovely and giving person. Everybody deserves abundance. Everybody is deserving of happiness. It's how you take that on board and how you deal with it and how you do it, which is the important thing. It's how we do that. Yes, we know it's Claire. Thank you, Claire. Oh, bless. God bless him, sending many prayers. Oh, thank you. Well, it was 21 years ago. He is 42 now, or 41. 41 maybe. But it still stands so clearly in my mind. So clearly in my mind. Morning, Ruth. How are you? Such a lovely way to look at it. I shall remember. Thank you, Liz. It is. It's a beautiful. Well, I've remembered it for 20-something years. It is just one of those things. It's one of those turning points in my life where I stood there at the back of the church because the church was full. And I was 22, 23 at the time. I think I'm 2 years older than him. 23 at the time, maybe. And just to stand at the back of the church and be like, oh my God, I can't believe he's just said that. And it was just such a touching thing. It was just such a thing that kind of struck me, I think. Struck me as just being so profound that I don't think I'll ever forget that. I don't ever think I'll forget it. It's one of those moments in your life that gets frozen in time and kind of gets transported with you wherever you go. And it's advice that I give to people all the time. Yes, it's sad when we lose somebody. Yes, it can be devastating and soul destroying and all those things. But it can also be an opportunity for us to then live our lives in their memory or live our lives in their honor. Amazing. Not wrinkles, laughter, lines, positives. That's for you, Lucy. Hello all, lovely advice, Martin. Good morning, Jenny. How are you? Have you got your puppy yet? Morning, Hun and Bella. I did post earlier, but it hasn't come up. It did come up. I said hello to you, Janie. And then I asked you if your heating is now all fixed. So you must have not heard me. Oh dear. Hallo Zalkutze. Oliver, I'm going to go and watch your video just after this because I've got a reading at 11, so I've got half an hour that I was going to sit and do. Watch your reading. How are you, my boy? My girl? My daughter? Mum passed when I was 26. So lucky that I know she is still around me, sees and watches over my son and grandchildren. Absolutely, Sue. Absolutely. I think that's one thing as spiritualists or one thing as intuitives that we are very blessed with is the comfort and the knowledge of their continued existence and the comfort and the knowledge that they're around us, and perhaps even the ability to tune into their energy so that we can sense when they are around us. All very, very, very valid, Hey Claire, how are you? We must chat soon, I feel we need to chat soon. How do you feel? Hey Danielle, I feel you, MJ, about not going out much. The highlight of lockdown has been dyeing my hair pink. Haha, we just need to remember the bigger picture. We are still here. Absolutely. I'm not complaining about not going out. I actually work from home. So for me, nothing much has changed. The only thing that has definitely changed for me is before lockdown, if I wanted to pop up to the shop or pop out to do something, I could just do it. Now, with lockdown, you're not allowed to do it. And it's that forced staying at home. Also, I'm not one for sticking to rules. I like to be very independent and assert myself. So when someone tells me I can't do something, it makes me want to do it even more. But it's something I've learned to deal with. But genuinely, I think I've been out about 5 times since March. And I mean like out. We live upstairs, so I've not even been down to the front door. We have a garden, but of course it's freezing cold now. Although, to be fair, when the first lockdown happened, I spent a lot of time in the garden with the dog. I'd go down there with sort of a bottle of lemon water, a big 2-litre bottle of lemon water, and I'd go down to the garden and just spend time down there with the dog. So I did go out to the garden, but like leaving the property, going out into the world, about 5 times since March. And like I say, the only thing that irritates me about that is that if I choose to go out, I can't. Because I've also been medically shielding. I can't imagine not being up for so long. I should be very grateful I can go out. Yeah. So I used to think you could have occasional good. I used to think you could have occasional good or happiness. It was a shock, although a pleasant one, when 22 years ago good onto of good keeps occurring. Within that, Mum and Dad passed. They are a thought away, and those thoughts are often come from them. No puppy is only 4 weeks old. Choose him at 5. I chose him at 5 days. Okay, so Jenny's saying that she used to think that good only came once in a while, and that things only happened, in a good way once in a while, but that she's actually learned since her parents have passed that they're only a thought away, and that good can be a consistent in our lives, which is really, really cool. Typical of me being carrying you around on my phone, and I still managed to miss it. Watch the rebroadcast. You will see me greeting you and asking you about your heating. And my Phoebe Phoebes, is she good? Oh, I love that dog. Do you believe cats are spiritual and can see things we can't? I have 4 cats. I believe all animals are actually spiritual. All animals have an intuition. All animals, if you think about the intuition to go south for the winter, or the intuition when they can sense a storm coming and they start, packing down for the storm. Animals in general are incredibly intuitive. Cats are seen as familiars, which is quite interesting. Dogs, incredibly intuitive. My dog sees and senses my dad all the time when my dad comes to visit from spirit. Interestingly enough, boys and girls, I don't actually communicate with my dad because I think he's too close to me. So I've not yet been able to do that. But he comes and gives my husband messages to give to me, which is really, really strange. So from time to time, Andrew will say to me, oh, your dad was here and he wants you to know this or do that or whatever. But it's because Andrew is that one step away. It's a degree of separation, really. And I think it's because I'm too close to my dad. Obviously, he was my dad. And so I don't know why. But yeah. So do I believe that cats are spiritual? Yes. Cats and dogs, but all animals are intuitive and can sense things when we live our lives so normally. Yes, but you guys were very proactive right in the beginning, and it's really helped with the knock-on effect of what COVID's doing around the world. So, yeah. Claire says she's got her 2 familiars, Hercules and Willow, and they're beautiful, Claire. Every time I chat to you, they're always in the background of your dining room where we chat. Always lovely to see them. I think that's the thing, is that animals are just so in tune with us. If you think about when you're sad, usually the animals will come to you. I specifically spend a lot of time with Bella because she brings me so much happiness and joy, and she takes so much away too. So it's a give and take thing. You know, this morning I spent a whole half an hour lying on the couch, just cuddling her and chatting to her, which looks a bit weird, but I don't care. She's my baby. At some point, could we talk about spirits and the whole closeness thing through message? Yeah, absolutely. I am really surprised how often my dad comes to me. He was antisocial in life. But maybe he's trying to just bring you that support, Liz. I think it's that support, that comfort, you know, that knowledge that he's around. He was amazing. No accidents, even though I am back at work. So fingers crossed. That's good, Jane. Very, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, so, you know, I believe that spirit... Okay, so for me, my sort of definitive answer is spirit steps close to us in times of celebration and times of sadness. So when we've got good things to celebrate, or when we're upset and have problems that we need to have sorted, that's when they step close to us. It is one of those weird things that they just know when we need them, and they'll move closer. You'll sense them, you'll feel them. If you are in tune, you would sense them, feel them, etc. If you're not in tune, you could still sense and feel them and know of their presence. And sometimes it'll just come through a song on the radio or something like that. I mean, I had a song played the other day, and yeah, it was on a movie on TV, a movie I hadn't seen for a really long time, but I love this movie. Beautiful movie with Hayley Mills in it called Pollyanna. And it always brings me to tears, but in the movie I'd forgotten about this one song that plays. And the song started playing and I just burst into tears. Andrew got such a fright because out of nowhere I just burst into tears. And it was a song my dad used to sing to my mom. And it was the weirdest thing out because I literally just burst into tears. And I was inconsolable. And the more, bless him, Andrew was trying to fix things and help me, and can he do anything for me? Can he bring me anything? The more I was saying, no, just play the movie, leave me alone. Because it was just the weirdest, it was the weirdest occurrence out, because out of nowhere this just happened. Right, let's read our final comments. Jenny says, my dad's like that, we were close. Others give me readings from dad. Mum often right here with me. I take on her mannerisms and find myself holding my other hand just as she did, or giving others advice just as she would have. Yeah? Do you believe in an afterlife for animals like humans? Absolutely. Absolutely, Danielle. I believe the reason we don't read for ourselves is because we could be biased. Yeah? So it makes sense to me, not saying we can't sense or feel or see them around though. Yeah, that's exactly right. For me, that's exactly right. Interested with other things. I totally agree, Jacqueline. I totally agree. So for me, I do sense him around, but he doesn't communicate directly with me, or I've not experienced that as yet. I've been told by someone recently in a reading that he's going to, that it is going to be something that happens, but it hasn't as yet happened, where we've communicated or, you know, chatted or that kind of thing. So, yeah. Right. Claire says she's missed most of the conversation because she's at work. Are you still tuning in from work? A lot of you do that, actually. Not just Claire. A lot of people tune in from work. How can you tell if you're in tune with the other side? I feel like I'm spiritual. Everybody's spiritual, Danielle. Everybody is spiritual. Just some people have turned the switch on and other people haven't. And some people come to it later in life. I've been reading cards since 1996. 96. I've been doing mediumship and communicating since 2012, I would say, 12, 13. But I would say to you that I only started really working on my spiritual gifts in 2009. And I would have been like 32 to 33 years old then. Really. That's when I started focusing on it. So at any time you can come towards your spiritual path. A lot of people access their spirituality through meditation first. We have a development group on a Tuesday night. So tonight we've got our development group held through Zoom, so you can see here and speak to everybody else. It's a lovely social group. We have a lot of fun. We laugh a lot. But we do spiritual exercises and answer all sorts of questions, etc. So if anyone's interested in developing their spirituality, certainly find yourself a group that you can join. Anyone is welcome at our group, but I don't only advocate my group. I say people should find a group or a tribe that they are comfortable with. And my group will tell you they get homework all the time, they have to read things, they have to go and look up things. So it's not just a walk in the park, but it is a way to access and develop and nurture your spiritual connection. If nothing else, that's what we would say. You're nurturing your spiritual connection. So if that interests you, get in touch. We can certainly set you up. Yeah, that is what I have to say about that. So thank you everyone for being here this morning. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, and you're doing the best you can with the tools that you've got. Until we see you next time, please take care of yourselves, be blessed, have a fantastic day ahead, and we look